अस्सलामुअलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मैं हूँ सईदुज़्ज़मान और आप देख रहे हैं मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल इस्लामिक टीचर। तो चले आज हम स्टार्ट करते हैं अपनी एक नई वीडियो के साथ। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं।
Of the second speaker or second personality who had a great impact on my life, and that was Dr. Israr Ahmed. Dr. Israr Ahmed, may Allah grant him Jannah, he was one of the best Urdu speaking orators in the world that I know of. So I traveled all the way to Pakistan in 1991 to meet Dr. Israr Ahmed. He was a medical doctor. He wasn't trained in any Islamic institute or Islamic university. He was a medical doctor inspired by Maududi, Jamaat Islami, went to Tabligh Jamaat, then started his own organization, Tanzimul Islam. I went to Lahore to meet him. And I was shocked at his simplicity. The command that he has over the Quran. He also speaks in English, but mainly in Urdu. And I was impressed by it. So I purchased all his video cassettes and added to the video cassette library. And to cut the story short, I learned many things from him. I'll just mention two important things I learned. Number one, he told me that I told about my background. I'm a medical doctor. I've just passed. And in 1991, I finished my medical studies and I was doing my internship when we started the organization. In 1991, in 1990, I finished my medical studies. For 1 year, there was internship. And during internship, I had more time, so we started the organization. So I told him, I've just finished my medical studies. I would like to become a surgeon, do my MS, and I'm interested in Dawah. So he told me, son, you have to choose between the two. Either you choose your medical practice or Dawah. I, being a medical doctor, I practiced for 7 years and tried to do both. I could not. If you want to specialize, choose between the two one thing. Then, after his guidance, I chose to become a Dai. The second thing I learned from him was, he told me that if you want to become a Dai, see to it that you make your personal needs the minimum. I said, why? He said, if you make your personal need the minimum with the least amount of monthly requirement, you can speak the truth more easily. You won't have to depend on anyone. You won't have to depend on please someone who's paying your salary. See to it that your needs are the least. And I saw that he had such a big institution, but what a simple man, Dr. Israr Ahmed. May Allah grant him Jannah. And this thing, that not to spend excessively, was one of the cornerstone of my success. Just in case I forget, towards the end I may tell you, but today I require only 2,000 ringgit a month for me and my wife to survive. Only 2,000 ringgit. Very comfortably. Very comfortably. Not for my Dawah activity. Dawah activity, though I have to travel, fly, I pay my own money, that's different. That may be in large amount, but for my personal needs, 2,000 ringgit is sufficient. In Bombay, it was 40,000 rupees. Here it is 2,000 ringgit, sufficient. Inshallah, time permits, I'll come to it later on. So these two things I learned from Sheikh Ahmed Didan. And when I came back, I told my parents, initially when we started the organization, Islamic Research Foundation, I told my parents I will only be giving 2 hours a week. Because once I finished my internship, when I joined the MS surgery, I have to be there 24/6 or 6.5. Maybe I get half a day in a week free. So I spend some time with my family and 2 hours in this organization. But then I decided I will not do my post-graduation. I told my parents I want to give 2 hours a day for dawah and the balance time for my medical practice. My father had a roaring practice. My elder brother, Dr. Muhammad Naik, also was a doctor. And my brother, he was a very good orator. So when Sheikh Ahmed Deedat came, he was the MC, because he was the Secretary General of his medical college. Very good orator, not an Islamic speaker, but a general orator. So that's how Sheikh Deedat was impressed. So I told my parents, 2 hours dawah, remaining medical practice. After a couple of months, I said 50% dawah, 50% medical practice. They said no problem. Then I said 2 hours medical practice, remaining dawah. They said no problem. Then after maybe a year or so, I said full-time dawah. They said no problem.
ये थी हमारी आज की वीडियो जो हमने आप लोगों के साथ शेयर की। और हमारा चैनल लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा और वीडियोस आगे दोस्तों के साथ भी शेयर कीजिएगा। और अपने घर वालों का ख्याल रखिएगा और हमें दुआ में याद रखिएगा। इंशाल्लाह मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए मुझे इजाज़त दीजिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।